Today, we're going to be watching Obsession. The movie starts with this nigga called Bear. He's out here pouring out his entire life, talking about how he has a crush on this girl called Nikki, saying that he sees her in his dreams, he hears her in every song that he plays, he sees her in his dick. Like, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, look, let me tell you something here. If you like somebody this much,
nigga, KYSASAP.
yeah, you might need some professional help, because let me tell you something here. If I tell you that I'm thinking about a girl all the time, to you it might sound normal, but if I replace that and say I'm thinking about drugs, if I say I'm thinking about cocaine all the time, you're going to tell me I'm addicted. There is no fucking difference. You are addicted to another human being. It's a sickness. You need professional help. Either that or you
KYSASAP.
Anyhow, so he's basically rehearsing what he's going to say to this girl. And this friend of Bear's is trying to help him to get the girl by giving him the worst advice known to man, bro. You are trying to get a girl, right? What brain tick do you have that makes you think it's a good idea to call her a name that they used to make fun of her in high school? Are you seeing how stupid? Later, Bear comes home and his cat died. I think it overdosed or some shit. But don't worry, this cat is coming back. It's going to return very soon. Just remember it. Bear is now depressed. Nigga is actually crying. Bro, I'm shocked that humans can become this close to animals. I remember when I was younger, we used to have a dog. Yeah, we used to have a dog. Bro, one day our neighbors came and ate that shit. They ate our dog. All these local dog, all these ekuke, bro, that thing shocked me. I don't now the first time where I realized it, then they chop dog. Apparently the meat is sweet, but anyhow, I couldn't care less. So all this being depressed over animals is really surprising to me. Anyhow, so later on they go out for drinks. There's 4 in the friend group. There's Bear's friend, one girl named Sarah, and Nikki, right? So Bear is trying to signal to his guy to take the other girl and dip so that he can ask out Nikki, right? And this nigga actually tells him no. Bro, the fact that this is even a discussion, if you have somebody that claims to be your friend and this is a discussion, bro, that guy is not your friend. This should not even be a discussion. All right, I know what I would do for my guys. They don't even have to tell me to do it for them. If your guy is reacting like this in this situation, it is either he wants the girl or he's f***ing the girl. Look, either way, he's a double agent. Just forget about it. So, back to the movie. We're going to go back in time a bit, because before this scene, Bear went to a grocery store. Basically, he was on the phone with Nikki and she mentioned that she lost her bracelet, or I think a necklace or something, one jewelry piece. So he went to buy her a new one. And in the store where they sell those things, he found these tiny toys. They're called one wish pillows. So basically you make a wish and you break it and your wish will come true. So he takes one and also buys the necklace and dips. Which now leads us to the present when he's driving Nikki back home after they went for drinks and all that shit. This nigga had a literal car ride. So many opportunities to ask this girl out and he missed them all. You see, me as a person, I've never really understood this concept of being scared to death of just letting a girl know that you have, feelings for her. It's a natural thing. Look, actually, fundamentally, it's the best thing for you as a person. In this life here, it's either you have a chance with a girl or you don't. That's actually just what it's down to. So why not just know now? Instead of wasting days, weeks, months, or possibly even years, trying to attain affections that you could never attain. Why not just know now and save all the time, save all the stress, quickly move on and find another one? Anyway, long and short of the story, Bear has fucked it up. So he carries this one wish below thing and wishes that Nikki would fall hopelessly in love with him. Breaks it, and this girl comes right back and starts acting weird as hell. You see, no more than 5 minutes ago, her and Bear were literally talking about how his cat died. In fact, she was apologizing to him about how his cat died. So this is something that she knows. She knows that his cat died. So tell me why all of a sudden she has forgotten about what she and him were literally talking about not up to 10 minutes ago. Unless a certain servant of Beelzebub that was coincidentally not listening to what you and Nikki were talking about has now taken over her body. And you see, now he has realized that he fucked up. So what's he going to do? He's going to look for a quick way to salvage the situation. And how he's going to do that? By appealing to your lust. And how he's going to appeal to your lust? He's going to ask you to take her, or should I say him, home. You see, now he has appealed to your lust and you are forgotten about it. And would you guess what happened?
Pow.
Now that he's inside your house and he has appealed to your lust and you are falling hopelessly into his trap, he now gets overconfident again and he drops his controller. That is when Nikki now takes over and this happens.
What the fuck?
Ooh. Yeah, safe to say she did not like you, bro. She did not like you. So then this disciple of Beelzebub quickly retakes control and you're now talking about some, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was a panic attack. Yeah, right. Of course. Let me guess, you're probably going to start crying to get him to forget about it. Oh, wow. Can you even... So it's at this point, that Bear starts getting suspicious about, all this stuff that's going on. And he does some research about the One Wish Willows, sees some ominous reviews online, and decides to ignore it. I don't know why he decided to ignore it, but he decides to ignore it. Hopefully this doesn't come back to bite him in the ass, but hey, what do I know? Then Bear comes back to the room, and then the first thing this spawn of Beelzebub asks him is,
What were you doing?
Okay. I just wonder why you were curious. Let me guess, you're going to now start using lust to try and distract him, right? Oh, okay. So the next day, they clock in for work, and Bear is like telling his friend what happened last night, and he updates him about the whole Nikki situation. Apparently, she told him that her father has cancer, but like everybody's confused because Nikki doesn't give a shit about her dad. Like everybody knows that, so they're all confused. Like, why is she depressed that he now has cancer? How that won't take concern him, unless that's not Nikki. And some spawn of the devil, summoned by whatever the hell that ritualistic stick that you broke was, and is pretending to be her. But our boy Bear just proceeds to ignore all these red flags, bro. All of them. Look, I don't know what's about to happen to you, but you probably deserve it at this point. Alright, long and short of the story, after work that day, Nikki comes to Bear's house and professes her love for him. And they start dating, and I can't even lie, the next couple of scenes look so wholesome, fam. Like, they don't really make a bad couple like that. Apart from the fact that she doesn't really like him and she's just doing this because she's possessed. But hey. Anyhow, all this leads us to the restaurant scene. So him and Nikki are, down there talking, and he asks her about her dad. But then she decides to blow up the subject, oh, can we not talk about this right now? Obviously, because whatever is controlling her knows nothing about what is going on with her father. But hey, look, she decides to blow it off anyway. And then Bear's friend now calls him and tells him that he did some homework, because he's been getting suspicious as fuck. So he did some homework and realized that her father doesn't have cancer at all. In fact, the hospital that she claimed that her father went to get treatment don't even recognize his name. His name is not even in their system. So obviously, she told him a blatant lie. So Bear now goes back and asks her, why did she lie about it? And oh my God, nigga, what the fuck she did? Just, you need to see it.
We are.
You see that? That is what I like to call a symptom. That is a sign of terrible things to come, because trust me, there is worse to come. Bro, if you see people exhibiting symptoms, you stay away from it. You clearly don't bring them back to your house. Bear, how horny can you be? Well, anyhow, remember we mentioned about, him ignoring all these obvious red flags and them coming back to bite him in the ass. Yeah, now is the time in the movie when they come back to bite him in the ass. So they go home and then they go to sleep. Yeah. Then Bear wakes up by around 3, it's almost 4 a.m. Yeah. Nikki is standing in the corner watching him sleep. Wallahi, she's watching him sleep. You see, this is the point where you don't even graduate from red flag. This is a red banner. Yet you still slept in this house. Well, next morning he wakes up, Nikki has cut his hair in his sleep. Bear ignores it. In fact, she packed his lunch. Like me personally, if you've been acting this weird around me, I would likely look at what you put inside my lunchbox. But Bear, he does not look. He's too horny now. He carries it and goes to work. After he has a discussion with Sarah about it. Anyhow, Sarah tells him basically what has been confirmed. The real Nikki has never liked him, always viewed him as a friend. Anyhow, he eats what was in the box just for Nikki to leave a note on the lunchbox. Remember Kitty that we mentioned earlier from the movie? We said Kitty was going to come back. Yeah, Kitty's back. That is Kitty. After work, Bear and his friend are chatting here, and Bear's friend obviously is beginning to clock that something is clearly not wrong with Nikki. So he's trying to tell Bear that maybe it might not be a good idea to proceed with this relationship, but Bear just thinks he's jealous. Now don't get me wrong, this nigga is jealous. In fact, it was just revealed that during that period of time when Bear was crushing on Nikki and was asking this guy for help getting the girl, this guy was smashing Nikki. Can you imagine? Your own friend, bro. You and Judas, I don't even know who was past. I called this from the beginning. I didn't think I was a double agent. You're not listening to me. But anyhow, this time his advice actually makes sense. Bear should get out of this relationship. Obviously, Bear doesn't want to listen. So he invites Bear for a party that he's throwing at his place. And he said that he should not invite Nikki. And he should tell Nikki about it and see what she says. Lo and behold, Bear tells Nikki about it, and she obviously exhibits some more symptoms. So now she has to go. They go to the party. And this girl starts acting up. At this point, you can't even tell me that you are just ignoring. If somebody is acting like this around you, bro, this is when you avoid the person. You don't take them home. Anyhow, later that night, him and Nikki are sleeping, and then Sarah texts him on the phone. That girl from their friend group. Apparently, she's had a crush on Bear all this time. But however, because he was too busy not finding out that Nikki did not like him to, move on and quickly find a normal girl that actually did, Bear has missed that opportunity. But anyhow, he goes. I know she confesses her feelings, and it was actually quite wholesome. I can't even lie. I thought that we were about to get a respite from all these, demonic symptoms we've been witnessing for the past 30 minutes, but Yeah, I can't lie, that scene was bloody. I had to skip it. But finally, this dumb ass accepts the fact that something is fundamentally wrong with this person. So Bear goes around and starts doing some research on how to fix this wish that he made. So apparently this one wish windows, you only ever get one wish, so he can't wish again. But the store clerk tells him that he can potentially get someone else to make a wish that counteracts his own wish, which will cancel it out basically. So he goes to his friend here and asks him to wish that he never made that wish in the first place. That way, everything goes back to normal. However, this nigga goes and like I said, he is a double agent. So what the hell do you expect from him? He's obviously not a good friend. He goes and wishes for $1 billion. Obviously, he has wasted his wish now, and now Bear is well and truly fucked.
Nigga KYSASAP.
He goes home and this girl has degenerated to the point bro, she's crazy now. She's crazy. Even after his friend comes, she just wastes this, shoots him in the head. So now Bear is freaking out, and he has reached a point that he knows that he really can't do anything about this thing anymore. So at this point,
KYSASAP.
and he actually takes my advice. He legit goes into the bathroom and shacks some drugs down his system, and then afterward, because Bear is now dead and basically the criteria of the wish is invalid, so Nikki now goes back to normal, and that's where the movie ends. To be fair, it's not the scariest thing I've ever watched. That award still goes to Annabelle Creation till this day, but hey, that's Obsession.